right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Therapeutic Value, and my name is Justin Spillet. So, we are back once again. We're going to do it's kind of a trend going. We got the Am I the Asshole thing, and I kind of like it. It's I think some of these are pretty funny. So, I am joined once again by the
Hello.
wonderful Lisa.
Jumped the gun there, my
Jumped
bad.
the gun on that one. Sheesh. All right, so here we go. We're just going to jump right into this. So, am I the asshole for getting upset with my friend for calling me a quote unquote drug user? Here's the deal. I am 29, female, if that makes a difference. One of my friends made a comment the other day about how I'm a drug user. I took offense to this because it makes me sound like some kind of junkie. I mainly drink alcohol, socially on the weekends, never during the week. I also smoke weed occasionally and do coke maybe once a month. I also do pills. It felt judgmental, so I lashed out and basically called her a judgy prick. That's a thing, a judgy prick, because I don't consider myself a drug user. She got upset at this, and I'm wondering if I was wrong. I guess calling her a prick was a little harsh, and I know technically I use drugs here and there, although in this day and age, coke and weed, is that even really a drug? But it just felt rude. Am I the asshole? What do you think? What do you got?
Getting upset that her friend called her a druggie or a
A
drug
drug
user.
user, yeah.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, you're an asshole. 'Cause you might not be a druggie. You may not be a like.
You're not like a
I was
crackhead.
gonna say if I'd get
Like,
upset if you called me a crackhead, but if I'm gonna admit that I use occasionally, then yeah, I am a drug user.
yeah, I mean, she could have took it a step further. Like, or she could have been really pissed and called you a coke whore or something.
Right? Like it's yes. You can you tell your friend that you don't appreciate being called that? Sure. But don't have like a hissy fit, try and get other people mad at her or him um, for saying what they said that is obviously something that so you are a drug user.
Yeah,
You may not be a drug abuser, but you're a user.
and you wouldn't have gotten mad if there wasn't some truth to it. If, okay, say, you're sleeping around with dudes. If your friend calls you, like a hoe and you get mad, it's because you think you're a hoe. If you weren't, being promiscuous and someone called you a hooker or a hoe, you would laugh. So if you weren't someone who uses drugs, you would have thought your friend was crazy. Like, what are you talking about? You're a drug user. It's probably getting to a point where your friends are noticing
Right.
and it's becoming a problem. You say you're not some kind of junkie, but you are using drugs. And you said coke and weed, are those even really drugs?
Coke is
Yes,
absolutely a drug.
absolutely, that's a drug. That was the first thing I was addicted to. It's a slippery slope, man, and you're on it, and you are the asshole. Um, yeah. So that's that. She's an asshole. That's what everybody
Yes,
thinks.
I agree.
There were
Sorry.
13 million people on this one.
Our dog wanted to join us,
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you hear her walking around, that's why.
She's walking around sniffing stuff. Anyway, so you had one?
I do. This one's a little. Hmm.
I'm worried.
Am I the asshole for introducing my friend to the drugs world? Hello, everyone. Sorry for my bad English, but here we go. So, I, 21 male, went to college last year where I got a new class and made a lot of new friends. I was talking with one friend, 20 male, about drugs. He was interested in what drugs I had used. I told him about this new designer drug which I used. It was like a mild version of ecstasy, but it has not been known for a long time, so it isn't illegal yet. I asked him if he was interested in using it with me, and we did. It was a fun night. We had a good time. Halfway through the year, I quit college. It's not called this in my country, but this is better to understand. So he quit university. I didn't have much contact with my class, just the occasional Snapchat or group chat. About 3 months later, I heard from a mutual friend that my friend I used drugs with went completely rogue. He had used a lot of drugs, a lot of that drug, got in a fight with dealers and went to rehab, got suspended from school. I told my friends about what happened, and they said I am the asshole for introducing him to the drugs in the first place. I feel really bad about it. Am I the asshole?
Yes, but not in the way that your friends are saying you are. It's not your fault that your friend took it to the next level. I mean, just because monkey sees doesn't mean monkey has to do. If your friend was already leaning towards stuff like that, I'm 100% sure your friend wasn't just some straight edge square,
You
like
didn't inject him with your drugs.
yeah, you didn't force him. You didn't hold him down and say, "You're going to try this or I'll kill you."
Right.
That's not what happened. Your friend was already leaning towards it. Your friend has probably done other things and already had like addictive personality, you know? So I will always think that if you introduce someone to drugs or a drug, you are an asshole. Um,
You're always going to feel guilt.
yeah, and you will always be an asshole
Well,
every
maybe some
time you
people.
introduce someone to a drug. Every single time.
Right.
But it's not on you for what that person does after you introduce them. It's not it's not on you. Um
So
yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with your, like, so you suck for introducing him to the drugs to
You
begin with.
suck.
But he made the decision to continue using. And
Yeah.
he made the decision to use in the first place.
Yeah.
You asked if he wanted to, and he said yeah. But you told him about this drug that isn't technically illegal yet because it's not known yet.
But if you're having to buy it from drug dealers,
Right.
what the hell is it? Like people in your country are just making drugs on the street like, "Here you go, bloke. Here you are." Like, well, I don't know.
Sorry.
Sorry.
She's sniffing the microphone.
Oh, it's fine.
Um, yeah. So
If you got
the
to get it from a
verdict,
drug dealer,
the
it's a
verdict,
drug.
the verdict is everyone's the asshole in that situation.
Everyone
Everyone.
is the asshole.
So yeah, you're both assholes. He needs to take responsibility for his decisions to continue using. You can take accountability for introducing him to a drug that wasn't necessarily popular on the market yet. But at the end of the day, yeah, you can be mad at people for introducing other people to drugs, but at the end of the day, it's the person that's using that's making the conscious decision to use. So you can't be that mad at them.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that brings us to the end of this week's show. Again, I want to thank everyone. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe. If you're back for more, um, what's wrong with you? Just playing. Thank you.
Like, follow,
Yeah,
subscribe. We're on
like
other social medias too.
yeah. Check out my Insta, Facebook, Therapeutic Value. Um, let's keep this train a rolling and recover out loud together. All right, everybody, have a good one.